Greetings, everyone. My good name is Doris Chelangat, a student at St. Paul's University, holding a diploma certificate in criminology and security management. Currently pursuing Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice and Security Studies. I am here to talk about reintegration of offenders into the society. So, we are going to the scope of our case study is going to revolve around two main words, that is offenders and reintegration. An offender is a person who has committed a crime and has been taken in by the authorities and has been held in jail or in prison after trial, after going through the due process, and has been held in the prisons or in the jails. And reintegration is when this offender now comes back to the society, either after finishing his term that he had been sentenced to, or during when probation comes in. Some are let out through probation. Yes, so we are going to talk about the challenges that these offenders face and the solutions that we may have for them. So one challenge that of an ex-offender, now we call them ex-offenders because they are people who have been released from jail. One challenge that they face is lack of employment. When these people come out of jail, you see they have already been held for a crime or another. Before a person employs you, when you have a record, you have your fingerprints are in the government, you have a record of crime, it is very difficult for you to get employment because the employer himself cannot trust you. Basically, they can't trust you enough. They may not trust you enough to employ you or to hire you. One solution that I would think would be a good one for this kind of problem, in the police stations, when people are in custody, it could be only right if there are documents for each and every person who is an offender. And I know this may seem as too much work, but what are our police officers being paid for? What are our workers, are our civil servants being paid for? We all want a better society. So each of these offenders would have a record whereby it is being filled by the authorities or by those who are in charge of them in the prisons. It could be filled throughout the time that they are serving their term. This way, we get to see and we get to know how they have progressed, if these people are becoming better, how they have served their term, the things that they have done when they are inside the prison. And this actually makes it better. It makes it now the work of the offender to make himself marketable when he comes out of prisons. This makes him want to change for the better, so that when he comes out to the society, he's able to get a higher chance of employment than that person who has just been in prison and not changed, and there's nothing to show for it. So if there is a documentation showing of how this person has been behaving when he was serving his term, then that makes it easier for an employer to see, and they get higher chances of being employed or getting jobs. Yes. The second challenge that they may face is reconnecting with their families and building relationships. So take for instance a person who has been jailed for like 10 years. Within a span of 10 years, this person has been detached from the society. They have been detached from the family. When they come out of the prison, it becomes like they have lost a lot of time to bond with their family. If they had kids, they have missed out on a large part of their kids' growth and their kids' maturity, and a lot of steps of their kids, they have missed out on that part. Also, someone like this may come out and find their wife remarried, may find their kids have gone to places, or even the family has relocated. For such, I think as one solution that could be made for this kind of problem of challenge is, in when a person has been sentenced, either for how many years, for within that period of time, the family, if they don't have a family, a close friend, either a close friend or a family or a relative, a wife, a kid. This person could be mandated to sign an agreement where they agree to come and visit this person either weekly, monthly, twice a month. This is to ensure that at least they are able to connect with the family or with the friends that are in the outside world, so that even when they are released, they have someone to talk to, they have someone who they can blend with, and someone who can at least house them. You know, when you get out of jail, you don't have anything. That time you don't have anything, so it's good. Some of them don't have anything, so it's good when they come out, they're able to reconnect with the family, reconnect with the friends, that one who has been coming to visit. When someone comes out and they have at least one person, that one person is enough. I have a close person that was in jail some time back, and according to him, according to him, a prisoner, the only thing that a prisoner needs so much, it's not food, it's only visitation. These people are locked inside. When you visit them, they feel so happy, they feel welcomed, and this also helps them when they come out of the society. They are able to reconnect with these people who have been visiting them. They are able to feel like they are loved. They are able to come and reconnect with their families. If it is kids, they are able to bond with the kids. Within these mandatory sessions that may be set up, the kids could come and visit and be given like maybe 30 minutes to talk to this person. So the prisons should also be made a little bit bigger, so that they have like segments where this prisoner today has been visited, this other one has been visited. Not one prisoner is being visited and waiting for the next person. I have gone to prisons and I have seen that is what happens. You are called, there is like a desk where like there is two people. You listen, you speak, and they speak. They wait for the rest to finish. That's when the next person is called in. For this, it gets to waste too much time, and time gets to finish, and people are being given very minimal time to communicate with the people outside. So this one could, they could expand the prison, or they expand the space where the people they reconnect with the families or those who have come to visit. This is something that would help them to bond with their families and with the friends and people who can come to visit. Another third challenge is reconnecting and rejoining the society. A person, for this our case study, we will use so much this person who has been jailed for 10 years. A person who has been jailed for 10 years has missed out on so much. When they come outside the society, a lot of things have changed. The environment has changed, the society has changed, the government, all those kinds of things. So for someone like this to come back, from someone who has been in a confined area, to come and drastically move to a completely different environment, it becomes difficult to adapt to that change. For this reason, I think it is good for them to incorporate technology inside the prisons, where they're able to watch news, they're able to listen to the radio, they're able to connect with the outside world and know what's going on outside, what's going on in the outside world, how things are happening. This is one thing that could be incorporated. Another is we could incorporate the use of technology. We have wrist trackers and ankle trackers, those ones that are worn in the ankles and in the hands. These ones could be used for the one they could be the government could organize. These offenders are brought out in groups, each of them having their tracker either on the ankle or either on the wrist or on the ankle. This enables them to be tracked, and none of them is able to escape when they are taken out of the jail. So they would be going out in groups, maybe in groups this week, the next week, the next week. They're able to go out, breathe in fresh air, have like to see the roads. It is, even for a person who is in prison, it is so nourishing and so fulfilling for them to even just see cars moving outside. So that one makes them connect to the society. It makes them connect with the outside world. They feel like they're a part of outside world. I know the main goal is to suppress their freedom, but also in this way they are not allowed to go past a certain place. They will just be taken around maybe the area, the estate, and then that helps them to like cooperate, to like be incorporated into the society. Another final challenge that I would like to look at is reincorporation into the society. Normally in our society, people, when you are an ex-offender, the society, the community will brand you a criminal. A criminal because you have been in jail, and people believe that those who are going to jail are bad people, and that's the mentality that the society has concerning offenders, concerning ex convicts, concerning all those kinds of things. Those are the things that, those are the reasoning that the society has. So to avoid this, some of these people, some, I believe that some criminals are victims of circumstance. I believe that some criminals are victims of circumstance. Some are victims of mental illness. So it is important for the society to be educated. The society should be educated in such things about crime, about criminals, about ex-offenders. This helps them to incorporate them when they come out of the prisons. It helps them to be able to understand and to be able to like to just have them, to just welcome them back into the community, love them, though it may take time for them to, for the relationship with the community and the ex-offenders to come back to how it was. But when the community is educated on these things, it enables them to love and accept the ex-offenders, considering that they have faced their terms and most of them come out as changed people. Yes, and that was my time. Thank you for watching.